Hello guys. Today I have three designs of the same thing for you. So it's this 2x1 automatic door. So it's one of the most basic doors you could make, I guess, but it's quite useful. So you click the button, it opens up, you wait however long you want and it closes. So yeah, this would basically be a replacement for just any wooden door with a button you have or something like that. So it's just a bit fancier, and it's quite nice that it has that timer built in. Don't need to press the button behind you or anything. So this one is the first one I made with Yoptropics and MDP. It's quite a nice size. It's the like the most narrow of the ones I made. So this is my favorite one, I think, in terms of usage, actually using it in survival. I will do a tutorial for this after I've shown the other designs. Also you can, as I said, configure the delay. So to do that you literally just add or remove items in this hopper, so it's really easy to do. As you can see, it's way quicker now. Then the second design right here is a one wide design. So this one is a bit smaller. I believe that one is like 40 blocks and this 35. But it functions exactly the same. But as you can see, it's a bit wider, so you would need to have more space, whereas that you can have almost in the corner basically of a house or whatever. Although then you don't have a button on the inside, so I'm not sure if that's a good idea. So if you want to build this one, you can just copy it from by looking at it right now. So this is a non-sticky piston, and so is this. The redstone block is required. The glass blocks can be any normal blocks, doesn't matter if they are transparent or solid. And then here we have two hoppers facing into each other, and again just configure the timing by adding more items or moving more items. And then here you need this rail or a normal powered rail to update the piston when you click the button. If this thing breaks because somebody clicks it right as it's trying to close, okay, I was a bit too early there, but yeah, it can break if somebody doesn't understand it and tries to click the button to close it, like that. But in order to fix that, all you will have to do is go down to the redstone and update that piston there, and it should all be reset like this. And then for the last and smallest design, we have this one. As you can see, it's quite a bit wider. It's 7 wide, but it's only 4 high, so it's only 28 blocks big. And yeah, it again does the same, but the way it functions is quite interesting in my opinion. So here the door is incorporated with the timer, whereas with the other ones it was kind of two separate systems. So here when you press the button, it sends a 1-tick signal through the observer, or the observer creates a 1-tick signal, and that is already used for the first pulse of the door itself. Then it also toggles this the flip-flop, which will add a redstone block in front of this observer, which will then forward the signal basically to finish the door, and also when it's retracted it will also detect that because it's an observer block. But at the same time it also toggles this hopper timer, so items will now start flowing out of this hopper, and eventually this comparator will turn off for that reason, and the piston extends to reset the system. So then the pulses come in again, the flip-flop toggles again, and the door closes. So yeah, I think this is the coolest system, just of how stuff is incorporated. Really two systems fused here. And if you want to make it, you can see the direction of the observers, of course, and again you just have two hoppers facing into each other, and these two pistons are non-sticky and the other ones are all sticky. So if this one breaks because somebody clicks it right as it's trying to close, you will need to power this piston with any type of redstone power. You also want to make sure this redstone block is in this position when it's closed, so that probably shouldn't mess up at all, but if it does, you just want to move the redstone block manually. So now for the tutorial for the first design. Okay, so you start off by finding where you want to build it, then you add your input right there. Then we will place a piston right there that will be triggered by the input. Then we will start with our piston layout, so we need a piston there and two sticky pistons there. Then to push the column that will be here back up, we will need a piston there. Then we will have an observer block right there, which will feed into this dust. Then we will need to place our hopper timer right here, so we can place our redstone repeater on top of it. This will power the first sticky piston, then it will power this hopper, and that will get detected by the observer. Then we place our slab right there and an observer right there, and then finally our double piston extender will be placed right here. Actually, we will need observers like this, and then we can place our repeater on top of that observer, and then we will need to place a okay, that wasn't handy. We need to place a comparator right there. And then to finish it, we will add our T flip-flop. And then you can add however many items you want for the delay before it opens up again. And then you can add your walls and whatever. And as you can see, that worked fine. So now I will, yeah, let's say it gets stuck because somebody doesn't understand it and he presses it before it can close. Okay, if you press it right when it tries to close, it will get stuck basically. Like so, which is a bit annoying. That's the biggest flaw of this door. So in order to fix it when that happens, you just need to provide any type of redstone power to this piston down here. So that will close it and should reset everything. You might need to make sure the redstone block is at this position when it's closed and not here. I don't know how that would mess up, but if it does, yeah, it needs to be like this. So that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching and see you all later. Bye.